sophomore year, we had the opportunity to enter a New York Times competition for best podcast. So me and Peter went in and we talked for 5 minutes about our friend spilling tomato soup on himself. And we finished the episode and we walked out of the studio. We were like, yo, we got this in the bag. We're taking this. And then 2 months later, the results came out. And it was the podcasts were exploring the historical complexities of the modern education system. Here's a show from Fordham Prep. Excited for this one. Yo, dude, did you see that tomato soup get spilled on that kid?
That was so funny. But they brought ketchup packets back.
All right, welcome back to Ramblin. I am your editor, Colin Van Hoek.
And I am your camera operator, Augustin Dowder.
We're here with the hosts of the show. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Why don't you do it, since you're the...
All right, sure.
Again.
This is the host of the show, Peter Canale.
Hello.
Co-host Ryan Irving.
Hello.
They've been doing this for 2 years now. Augustin and I have been doing this for 2 years now. We've had a great time.
Wow.
We're excited to be back for season 3. We're seniors now. It's a busy season for us, but we just had to be here. We just had to do it.
We did.
This is true.
It's our last season. For those of you guys that have been with us since sophomore year, I guess it would only be people on our age unless we have alumni watching. But we've come a long way. I mean, we started the first episode. I don't even remember what we talked about. It was
we talked about some things.
We ranked the food.
We did. No, was that even the first episode?
Yeah, you ranked the lunchroom foods. You talked about how the sports teams were doing.
Oh yeah.
Back when this was a sport-oriented podcast.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about the sports teams on a sportless season.
That was a masterstroke of genius there from us.
It was. And now we're here, award-winning #1 school podcast in the country, probably.
What award?
It's the #1 podcast in Fordham Prep.
No, that's
history.
For sure.
Fordham Prep history.
Fordham Prep history.
I think it's safe to make that claim that we're the #1 Fordham Prep podcast in the history of the school.
I think that might be true. Yeah.
I would agree.
Oh no, Mr. Pinter's podcast.
Honestly, I would say in the history of the universe, this is the #1 Fordham Prep podcast.
Honestly, in all of eternity, this is probably the #1.
Yep.
At least with Fordham Prep.
I would say.
That would make you guys the #1 host. Be the #1 editor, and Augustin the #1 cameraman.
Oh my God,
that's crazy.
We're just a star-studded cast.
We really are, aren't we? Huh. All right, so let's talk about some things.
This is so weird, how you guys are dude. I don't know how I feel about this.
A fourth wall break.
Yeah.
It is a fourth wall break.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable right now. I don't know.
From this point on, when I tell somebody I work on Ramblin, they're not gonna say, "You do Ramblin?" I've never seen you.
They'll know, because everyone's gonna watch this episode.
Right.
Mandatory.
Right.
Mandatory.
This one's gonna be aired in theater.
To everybody who does not want to watch this.
All right. Well,
we do actually have a lot to talk about.
We
Besides, stroking our own egos. A lot of changes happened in the school since we've been gone. Over the summer, a lot of things changed. I know. We have some opinions about them. So, Colin. What do you think was the most stark change that we've seen over the summer?
I think this is a pretty cold take. I was pretty shocked to see the new staircase colors when I arrived. If anybody was here over the summer, so the staircases now, I'll put some pictures up. I'm putting the pictures up.
He's the editor, guys.
Someone put one there.
Yeah. So they were. Don't be too specific, because that might not be how I do it.
I'm trying to help
you out.
But
the staircases were over the summer. If anybody was in the school, they were a full solid color, fully yellow, fully blue. Fully pinkish. Yeah, for example. And that was really shocking. But then we came back, and it was a nice stripe down the middle. They sort of, I think they listened to the feedback of people who were in the building, and it's really nice, I think. I think some of the colors are a little shocking.
Shocking, yeah.
I think some certain colors seem a little out of place in the school just because they've never been in the context of Fordham Prep.
It's true. But we've adjusted.
We've adjusted, but I do think it's important that looking at these changes, maybe we solidify our opinions on them. How about we rank the staircases by the new colors.
I think
I
like that idea.
I like that idea. But
I do like it.
I'm just like I'm still like in shock that you're just running this whole show right now.
No, this is awesome. This is
I
awesome.
I don't know how I feel. That's all I'm gonna say.
Giving you guys a break.
I feel great. Let's get into it.
All right.
All right. Let me think. So you want to start with the
Well, first of all,
lowest on the list?
Well,
No.
Should we start worst to best?
worst to best.
Yeah.
All right. So, in my opinion, I know this is probably agreed upon. I'd say that the worst staircase in the school, and not that it's awful, not that it's bad, but it's just not as good as the other. What is it? Three new staircases. Yeah. So, I'd have to put yellow at the bottom.
I think I would agree.
I concur.
All
Right.
So that is a fair take. Okay.
Yeah.
Start my climb to the 4th floor there every day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even though that's the one that only goes to the 3rd floor, I like to go up and then cut across.
You like to start your climb.
Yeah. No,
then just walk to the other staircase.
Yeah, I like to test
'cause
myself.
look,
I go staircase to staircase for every flight.
Look, because it's hard to go up 4 flights of stairs straight, right?
Right.
So
it's easier to walk vertically between each flight.
I cut it up at 3, then start walking. I start walking horizontally past Mr. Sullivan's room. Have to do that every day, and then I hit the final flight, which is usually the blue staircase, which coincidentally is the next one on the list, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I wouldn't agree. I actually quite like the blue staircase. I think it's like, there's the light blue and then there's the darker blue. It's a nice contrast in my opinion.
I think it's nice too. I don't know. I think the blue. I'm gonna stay silent because
I wish we could remember
Colin, the people want to hear you.
Well, no, okay, because I can't give a solid ranking because I think that the blue is nice. I think the gray is nice. I think this is what I have a solid take about. The maroonish pink one. The maroonish pink one is nice, but it's a little confusing because originally it was fully pink, which people didn't take kindly to. But I at least sort of understood what was going on. Now I feel like the maroon and pink mixed together, it's like you think it's the school's maroon, but then your eyes sort of adjust and you're like, this isn't the maroon that's on everything else in the building. So I'm going to have to put that at my number 3 spot.
But I think that's a very specific to you kind of.
Yeah, I put the blue in my number 3.
I like the blue.
Blue goes 3.
I don't like the blue.
It's just that there's not that much blue in the school. Like that's
exactly
the color of one of our competitors.
It's just not. I don't know. I don't associate blue with Fordham. I don't.
But it's nice.
But it's blue and maroon.
I mean, how much can you get out of just white and maroon?
White.
If we're gonna throw in colors, put in that nice blue.
Maroon.
Dark maroon. Light maroon.
Light maroon.
Oh, there's so
medium
many
maroon.
variations. I mean,
Light
burgundy.
Yeah, light maroon is just pink, and then they go a little too hot pink on the maroon in the staircase, and I'm like, I like this color. It's just a little confusing.
Red goes with maroon. Look at this.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
All right, so it's hard to do a ranking with 4 people because we all have different opinions.
Wait, if we all have different lists?
Well, yeah, we can. Colin,
Okay,
we'll make Colin,
just gonna adjust that real quickly.
We'll make Colin work, and we'll have each individual.
No college
list.
applications. Don't need to worry about that.
No.
I'm worried about putting up 4 different lists.
Okay, so Irv, if you please wouldn't mind,
Yeah.
give us your conclusive list of the staircase.
Conclusive?
Yes.
Well, I'm open to challenges.
Open to growth.
I'm open to growth. I'm a Fordham Prep student.
He's a Fordham Prep man.
Fordham Prep senior.
Fordham Prep man.
I'm a Fordham Prep
man.
senior. Yeah.
Pretty soon he will be a legal Fordham Prep man.
Actually, no, because I have a late birthday, so I turn 18.
Oh, never mind.
I'll be an 18-year-old
I rescind
alumni.
I rescind my comments.
Okay. What am I doing? Oh yeah. All right. So 4 is the yellow one.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
3, I gotta go blue. It's a cool color. I just don't get what it has to do with the school. 2, I'm going gray. All right. I'm going gray. I'm just gonna say it. And then number 1, maroon. Because that seems like the clear choice. It's like our school color.
I'd have to agree. I'd have to agree with Ryan's list. I say this side of the room.
All right, makes editing easier for me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
3 lists.
2 done so far.
The only thing I would say about the gray is that I do think the gray could have been better placed. I think the staircase that goes all the way down to the gym, like the main one, like the A staircase that goes all the way up to the 4th floor, goes all the way down, that one should have been gray, in my personal opinion.
Well, I think it's the core 4. Our colors.
You're speechless after that one.
Are you talking about the staircase? There's one staircase that didn't get painted.
The one that's blue should be gray, is what I'm saying. Switch those two.
That's very specific. That's more specific than my pink thing. I'll go through my list quickly.
I'm about details.
I'll go through my list quickly. We're going to go last place, yellow. Last place, yellow. Third place, we are going to give to maroonish pinkish. Second place, we're going to give to gray. First place, I'm going to give to blue.
Yeah, I'm
Wow. That's all I can say.
Wait, explain maroon in third again?
There's a pinkish tint to it that makes it seem out of place.
You know when the people talk about how it's like you have a white T-shirt and like there's a little stain on it, right? But it's only 1% of the T-shirt. Is the T-shirt ruined?
Yes.
Actually, that was a bad example because sometimes if you have like a stain on your T-shirt, that was a bad example.
Don't worry about it.
It's a great staircase.
Moving on.
Despite the pink.
Yeah, and for me, I'd put yellow fourth. For third, I'd put gray. Then I'd put maroon second and blue first.
I like it.
You guys... All right, well...
They just haven't been on 2 seasons of Ramblin'.
That's true. They don't have the expertise.
We actually have...
Yeah, you know what I mean.
But on camera, you get a different perspective.
Well, from behind the camera, you learn to appreciate colors, and then you love blue.
I guess we're the wrong ones.
Yep. Can we talk about this sign? We
yeah.
kind of glossed over this because we thought it would be funny to we want this sign for so long, and then it just shows up in the episode and we don't say anything, but we got this sign from the administration.
Yeah.
I don't really remember.
And can they see the on-air sign?
And the on-air sign, which isn't on because I forgot to plug it in.
It's all good. All good. It still looks great.
But this sign is awesome.
Yeah. Can I turn off the lights so we can just see what it looks
really
like?
Really quick.
Okay.
Ryan always wants to turn off the lights.
Because look how good that looks.
It might not look good in the shot, like I told you, but I'll edit it to look good. Does it look good now?
It might be a little too sunny right now for it to even make that much of a difference.
Yeah, just turn the lights back on.
Nighttime episode.
Nighttime episode.
Forum prep after hours.
Yeah.
We have the Tonight Show with Ryan
Irvin. Yeah. So no, that's pretty awesome that we have that. Although we are missing the mugs, we're missing the stuffed animal.
Oh yeah. What was his name?
Rami
the Ram.
Good times.
Well, he's here in spirit with us.
He is.
Oh man.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know what else. We're seniors.
Yeah.
That happened.
That's not true. I hope not. At least I don't want to leave.
You hope it's not true that you're senior.
I don't want to leave yet, man.
You're trying to be held back.
Take a fifth year.
I want to take a fifth year here. I feel like we've been cheated out of 2 years.
With the pandemic.
Yeah,
although we had a pretty awesome 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, our sophomore year I thought was pretty much a fairly normal year. We got a lot done. We started a podcast.
As normal as it could have been, yes, given the circumstances.
Yeah, I think we did really well sophomore year.
Yeah, we did.
Our whole sophomore year is documented almost on the show.
Yeah.
Not the whole.
Well, this is
January to February, the dark ages. We had no Ramblin' episodes. Maybe we should drop that. We made an episode. We made an episode on Zoom. It was our third episode, and I don't even remember what we talked. Actually, don't remember what we talked about.
Peter started talking about Mario Kart.
Oh yeah, and then we went on a 20-minute tangent
about things that just had no relation to the school.
But we kept bullying you. I remember that. That was a part of the episode.
All in good love, though.
Yeah.
All in good fun.
With love.
Actually, this brings me to something I think Augustin and I can kind of take the reins on this segment. Talking about how we've had the past 2 years documented, maybe for you guys, but what you guys didn't see throughout the show for the past 2 years has been Augustin and I crawling over and under furniture, microphones and cameras just turning off in the middle of episodes, there's a lot of crawling involved.
A ton of crawling.
Do you want to describe the situation that we had in the art reference room?
Yeah, so in the art reference room, which unfortunately isn't there anymore, we had to, there were lots of bookshelves set up around the place.
A lot.
And these tables were set up in this kind of U shape. And so we would have to sit inside of the U formed by the tables to film. And then whenever we needed to adjust the cameras and mics, we'd have to crawl underneath the table and then adjust it and then crawl back underneath the table so we could see what the cameras were filming.
It was so hard to not completely disengage from the guests and just watch you guys do whatever it was you're doing, because it was so entertaining watching Colin. Colin's a bigger guy than most people, so watching him try to get under the smallest gap between a chair underneath the table to reach the camera.
It's tough, especially you guys at least got used to it, but I feel like we would have a new guest, like someone who had never been on, and they would just see it happen. And I would sort of have to watch them be like, and like try to like go back to the conversation, like, oh, that's normal.
And now we have our own studio, kind of.
We've made it work. We've
definitely made it work.
Well, no.
You guys have any questions for us?
What's the most annoying thing that we have put?
What's the most annoying part of being on Ramblin?
No. That we put you guys through, like personally.
On Ramblin.
On Ramblin, of course.
I mean, I don't know. I don't have many complaints about this. Like, I'd say I've pretty much enjoyed filming every episode. You know, obviously technical difficulties are like, you know, tough to deal with.
Dime a dozen.
Likewise, Augustin.
Part of the craft.
Yeah, so I have a different answer.
I knew that was coming. We love Augustin.
I love editing this show. Like, I'm not joking. It's a lot of fun to edit this show. But Peter has a tendency to if it's implied that I'll edit something, he'll be like, he did it earlier in the episode. He'll be like, and Colin's gonna put this here, and it's like, well, no, because that picture doesn't exist, and like, there's already something there, so I can't really put that there. And then Peter's just like saying it, and then it's like, should I put in a little note like, Peter doesn't understand, like. And then it's like, to what extent am I allowed to put in editor's notes? There's a lot hidden in the show if you guys watch it really slowly. I'll put one of them here right now. Did you catch it? Who knows? But yeah.
You're listening on SoundCloud.
We haven't put an episode on SoundCloud in 2 years.
No, I think they still go on SoundCloud. You know, our SoundCloud episodes got like 80 listens. No, actually, I remember sophomore year, I got an email from a freshman. I wish I could remember his name. But he said that he emailed me and said, "Can you please make the episodes longer? Like, I listen to this while I do my homework."
I do remember that. Maybe we'll.
And then we made all of our episodes way shorter.
We were doing 15-minute episodes.
Yeah.
So we have the top 5 Snapple flavors.
Yep.
All right. Everybody knows how this goes. You guys are gonna try to guess my top 5.
All right. Am I guessing first?
Yeah, let's go.
No, I want the guest to go first.
Guest? Okay.
I don't
you want to go first?
It's okay.
Right.
Like, I don't want a hometown discount for you. You know. All right. Anyway.
A home time discount.
Whatever.
Okay, so number 1, you mentioned a flavor earlier. I can't quite remember.
Fruit punch.
Fruit punch, yeah.
No, I said fruit punch wasn't a Snapple flavor because it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Not one that
These are
I.
lies.
Not one that I frequently.
That's surprising.
That's funny because that is the best flavor. Specifically, if you get it from Stu Leonard's in the little bottle, it's just the best thing you'll ever have in your life.
My grandma always has them. Actually, now that I think about it,
And they're in the top 3.
they are not in the top. They're not on the top 5. To be quite honest with you, I'm sorry to all my fruit punch lovers out there, but it's simply just not a top 5.
All right, can I guess?
Yeah, you're allowed to.
Can I guess? What's it, like the iced tea one with lemon?
Yeah, that's a classic. You know, get it pretty much like. I say it's the most frequent. It's definitely the mode of my Snapple flavored choosing. So I'd have to put it at 5.
Put it at 5. Okay.
I'm gonna go with my number 1 or my number 2 or my number 1.
By the way, you guys are gonna be really mad at my number 1, but it is what it is.
All right, raspberry peach.
Raspberry peach. Now that is a great flavor. I love raspberry peach. It is in my opinion, the most refreshing Snapple flavor. So that's what gets it at number 2.
Okay. So number 1 is not the most refreshing Snapple flavor.
Yeah. Well, number 1 tastes the best. There's different criteria.
Is it the kiwi one?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
That's not even.
I can't even think.
My old science teacher at Tuckahoe claimed that her dad invented the flavor of strawberry kiwi.
Wow.
Like, he trademarked the flavor.
He
Little fun
trademarked just
fact.
2 fruits that exist.
Yeah, that's
just
what
together.
that's what I thought when she said that.
Hey guys, I just trademarked my new invention: shoes and socks.
Anyway, we still have 1, 3, and 4 to get. So
Yeah, I feel like we have.
peach tea.
He doesn't even know.
He took that personally.
I do know.
Peach. He has like a bad memory with peach tea. Peach tea.
I was just saying,
He is
I would
PTHD.
I would like to go in order, like we were going, but you know, you can shout out.
Oh,
Ryan,
fine.
It's fine. Anyway, peach tea is number 4. It's solid.
Let's
It's
just all
fine.
shout them out.
Okay. Lemonade.
Lemonade Snapple is. I'd always take a lemonade brisk over lemonade Snapple, and like you could get them both at school last year, so I'd always get a lemonade brisk.
Wait, you said this one was going to be controversial?
Yeah.
The banana flavor.
No.
Okay. They don't really sell them anywhere.
Oh wait, it better not be one of the element flavors like air, wind, and fire.
No. Those would make the bottom 5 list. I could do that too. Oh my god, those are so bad.
Oh,
Snapple.
yes, Snapple apple.
Apple. Snapple apple falls at number 3.
Number 3.
Love Snapple.
Right. So
apple.
we have 2, 3, and 5.
You have everything except for 1.
What was 4?
4 was peach tea.
Oh, I didn't think that was actually on it. Okay.
No.
So now we just need to find out number 1.
Number 1. You guys, I had it so much last year.
All right, rapid fire.
All of you guys saw me with this Snapple.
Let's just name every fruit that's
Oh wait,
ever
is it the
existed.
other tea one?
No.
Okay.
No. It's not one of like the healthy flavors either. Not one of the diet snap because I did that for a while.
Oh, mango.
No.
Oh.
No. It is not something. I don't
Can I? Okay, wait. I have a simple question. Is it like a solid color, or is it somewhat see-through?
Solid color.
I don't know what
it is,
else.
it is the darkest Snapple color in my opinion.
Wow. In your opinion.
Well, because some people could argue.
Just that's the iced tea.
No, it's not.
Is it like?
Well, wait. Do you mean dark? Like you can't see through it?
You cannot see.
Grape.
It is opaque.
Grape.
Grape is my number 1 Snapple flavor.
That's such
Grape flavored anything.
love-
is just like,
I love grape Snapple. I don't know what it is about the sugar
the
content,
greatness.
the grapeness of it. It is just absolutely outstanding, and it is greater than any other Snapple that exists.
Augustine, do you want to bring this up because you brought it up earlier about where those buns were?
Those buns. Oh yeah. So every single year since freshman year, they've always been going on the announcements and saying talking about how like there's a signature bun for a prep with like raisins, and that it's available for purchase in the commons during lunch period. And then I go to the Commons and I've never seen it.
4 years, I have not
Every
gotten
year
one.
they say
4 years, I haven't
we're
gotten
preparing
one.
these buns. We go downstairs and they're nowhere to be found.
Not one. I mean, I had lunch third period that day. You can't even make the argument that it's like a breakfast thing. Third period's at 10 o'clock. Like, I was out there at 10 o'clock. They weren't even there.
Yo, if you have ever seen these in the comments, please email us.
What do they taste like?
Please email us.
Are they good? Am I missing out? Like, I don't know.
They must be good. They go
we're
so
serious.
fast.
Dude, we're never going to be able to try them.
All right, we're coming back.
Oh, we really are staying for a
September
fifth
Now
year
I'm
now.
24th.
definitely taking a 5th year.
September
To try the
24th, we're
buns.
coming back. We're trying. That got
that's
me so
so
mad.
funny.
That actually got me really mad because I was thinking that exact thing. I'm like, I'm a senior. I haven't had them yet. We're going to go get them today. And like,
What are other
Not
like
even a
Fordham prep things that we
chance.
need to question? When does it become too late to join freshman track? When does it become too late?
never. I can still join freshman track if I really want.
No. I'm serious. They say it's never too late. Like, is it too late for us to join freshman track?
No.
It's not too late?
No.
All right. I mean, honestly, I completely forgot. Like, if you think about all the stuff that we've done since we started the show, Peter and I were both on the track team at different times.
Oh yeah.
Granted, for me, it was 2 practices, but you know that there's like that like kind of outdoor, like on the 4th floor. I haven't had a class on the 4th floor since
Oh,
sophomore year.
like that.
But there's that like patio where
Johnson?
there's
Yeah.
what is that for?
Can I speak? This is a story for me. I'm very, very lucky. I might be the only student in this school. Oh no, it's me and Marty in FPTV because we made a skit for the Christmas assembly in sophomore year. It was a Home Alone skit, and it was just like he was going around the school doing like pretty much whatever he wanted to do because everybody left for the pandemic. It was like a Home Alone Christmas, like but COVID type situation. And
right here.
yeah, and we got like this really cool shot of Marty on the roof, like doing like a, I don't even know what you would call this, a little like let's go. And I got to go on the roof. I was given access for that skit, and I don't know anybody but me and Marty who have ever been on that roof, student wise.
No, I think
That's
they
awesome.
have. I think they have like, for certain clubs, I feel like they have like meetings out there. I'm not even joking about that.
Like the underground club.
That's above.
the ones that they
The
don't show at
underground club
fair.
is the one that's the most above ground.
No,
Exactly.
but like,
Speaking
I
of-
don't know, I've seen kids out there though. Like I've seen it happen. I'm not like
It was me and Marty.
not.
Peter's like,
Colin.
who are those kids? No, speaking of the 4th floor, though, we talked about this the other week, but let's just, if any administrators are watching right now, we got to make a request, all right? Please, we need to stop scheduling freshmen to have a fourth floor bio class right after gym.
It depends on, like, coming up from gym, or your passion for gym class fully depends on what game you're about to play. At least for me,
the best games we play at gym.
Number one is number one. This is gonna be a hot take. I feel like maybe not. Floor hockey, number one.
I do like floor hockey actually.
Floor hockey is so fun.
That's a good topic.
I mean, it is. I mean, you don't have to be like insanely skilled at hockey to play it. You don't have to like even know really how to do a slap shot or anything like that. You just gotta make a play. You gotta be an athlete, you know.
Gustin?
I don't know. I like. Maybe this was the only thing during my sophomore year or junior year, but like sometimes we would go around and we'd like go on the backfield and play soccer. I can't remember the last time I played soccer in PE class, but I thought that was pretty.
I think it's more of a Mr. McLaughlin gym class.
Yeah.
Like affair, because like Mr. Newell's a big football guy. He loves just like giving kids footballs and frisbees and like just like letting them do whatever. Mr. McLaughlin, he was big on soccer for a while. Like that's true. I remember playing soccer a couple times.
Sophomore year, we had the opportunity to enter a New York Times competition for best podcast, and we were like, "Yo, we got this in the bag." Like we're one of the only school podcasts. So me and Peter went in, and we talked for like 5 minutes about our friend spilling tomato soup on himself. So we finished recording.
No, they bought ketchup packets back. I thought
it was that and the tomato soup thing. Yeah, so like
we were big on tomatoes back then.
Two very intellectual topics, and we finished the episode, and we walked out of the studio. We were like, "Yo, we got this in the bag. Like we're taking this." And then 2 months later, the results came out, and it was like the podcasts were like exploring the historical complexities of like the modern education
It
system.
was like just all these very important topics.
Yeah.
I can only imagine the New York Times editor who sat down and listened to that 5-minute podcast about like.
Is this show about tomatoes or is this just a coincidence?
I think it's just a coincidence. No, yeah, imagine like they were like, "Wow, that student really made such a compelling argument for why that important thing." I couldn't think of anything important. We talk about
that important thing
why
must be addressed.
Type of things we would have talked about in the art reference
so
room.
Here's a show from Fordham Prep. Excited for this one. Yo, dude, did you see that tomato soup get spilled on that
Dude,
kid?
that was so funny. But they brought ketchup packets back.
No!
I guess I have a question for you. If you could bring anybody on the show, past or present, who would it be?
I would bring Liam Neeson, because he has a son that went to Fordham Prep, so I think it'd be interesting to see.
And he did shout you guys out.
He did.
He shouted out the Les Mis.
A couple of us played piano for a promotion, I played piano and a couple of us sang for this like promotion, and he shouted us out, which was awesome. Mr. Neeson, if you're watching, we'd love to have you on the show. Yeah, obviously, we'd be the most high-profile thing you've ever done.
I know.
But
Colin, is he in The Departed?
He was in Star Wars.
He wasn't.
Yes, he was. Qui-Gon Jinn.
Liam Neeson?
He was Qui-Gon Jinn?
Yeah.
The beard threw me off. That's what.
And the long hair. All right, my dream guest, Augustine. I feel like that's a good answer, but that's like dream obtainable.
It's
guess.
too possible.
Like that's like that's like the highest we could reach. It would be crazy. It would be awesome, but it's like possible enough.
He's making a dream come true.
If we're going dream guests, past or present, I'm gonna go with like I don't know, like LeBron James. Like I want even more famous. Like
LeBron's been in so many interviews. Like nobody has. Like what
okay,
what more
but
do
like
they say?
I'm thinking like let's go like George Washington, Adam and Eve.
There you go.
Adam and Eve.
I would love to know.
Welcome back to episode 40 of Ramblin. Today we have two very special guests.
Really though, people love
Eve.
to raise like open-ended questions and not think fully about the implications. Like dream guest, past or present, we could have dinosaurs on.
Peter, what do you think? I'm worried because I can't even really.
A dream guest. I mean, I don't know. Somebody who I'd really want to have on, like, just talk to. I don't know. All right, we gotta put some parameters on this, because like I could just say like I could want like anybody.
Yeah.
Oh God, so many choices. I'm not good with decisions.
3, 2, 1. Joe Moglia. we do talk about it. Like I think Mr. Moglia, if you were watching, you'd be an awesome guest because we would love to.
We know like your life story. We read it all the time in the comments, but we want to get to know you.
I want to know what your favorite Snapple flavor is.
Okay. I have come to a decision. If I could have anybody on the show, anybody in the world, be Genghis Khan.
Yeah, that's a great answer.
Thank you.
All right, Ryan.
I think Drake would be a great guest of Ramblin.
He's not wrong.
I think Drake would be an awesome guest. Can we do a game where it's complete silence and then each person takes turn?
I think that's. Let's close out the episode.
Each person takes turns making a sound, and the first person to laugh loses the game.
Okay.
Restart. We were laughing.
You lost.
All right, restart. No, restart.
All
No,
right.
all right. Start with Peter.
No, start with you.
All right.
Ah.
Well, after 3 seasons,
Peter's still in. It's Peter versus Augustine.
Thank you for watching Ramble, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, everybody.
Where just complete silence and each one of us makes a noise and you
tries
have to
not
try
to
not
laugh.
to laugh.
I feel like that's like something that could only be like an end credit scene.
Oh.